world? This is your boy Oscino Fly, back at you again, and whew, it's been a while since I did an album review, and I'm not gonna lie, I was supposed to do 4 other albums before this, so maybe not 4 and maybe not 3. Anyway, I was supposed to do all the other albums in the 4, but I'm not gonna lie, every time I get listening, I just feel like, I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. Then I listened to it and was like, I really don't feel like talking about this album so much. So I'm gonna just breeze by the album until I get to the album that I am gonna talk about, which is Solange's When I Get Home. Now first, let's get rid of the albums I didn't really want to talk about. Big K.R.I.T's TDT, which is weird. Those 3, the 8 tracks that he put in these 3 albums, he put in this one album in his order, which I feel like I should have got this the first time instead of just putting it into 3 separate EPs. I don't know why he did that, but I'm glad I got this album. I really love this album. Energy is probably one of my favorite songs of this year, even though it came out last year. It's one of my favorite songs this year. I still enjoy this album. I really wish he did this first instead of just putting this into 3 other albums. But with that said, I'm giving that an 8 out of 10. The next album I want to talk about briefly is Dunbar Narcotics. Now, this is the album I was supposed to like get back on my 2019 shit, because I still do want to do album reviews, but procrastination. That's it. I can't even blame it on nothing but procrastination. But the album I was supposed to get on is Narcotics shit. Now, Dunbar Narcotics, they're a rap group out in Long Island. Sure Shot and Bunchy Carter. I like Dunbar's other work. No Hook 2 is one of my top 10 albums of top 10 albums I obviously didn't do because of procrastination. But if you ever hear No Hook 2, go look at them. But if you ever listen to Narcotics, it's so great. I love the fucking sound. It's that street sound, it's that coke sound. It's sort of like, to me, it's this generation's Dipset. The beats are there and the fly rhymes are there. Short Shot and Bunchy Carter, they really flow off of each other well. And this one is, Narcotics is definitely shorter than No Hook 2, so there's no filler songs in my opinion here. Maybe one filler song or 2, but no, other than that, this is a very great album. If you haven't heard of Dunbar, out of these 2 cats from Long Island, if you haven't been on, anybody out of battle rap know what Hip Hop Is Real. Shout out to Hip Hop Is Real. They do dope interviews and all that other stuff. They cover battle rap. I also watch battle rap, so that's how I heard about Dunbar in the first place. Shout out to Hip Hop Is Real. They did a great job. The Dunbar Narcotics, great tracks, great rapping. It's something that I have ever heard in a while. I love that New York flow. I'm glad it sounds like a New York rapper instead of just like New York rappers but sound like everything else. With that, I'm giving this an 8 out of 10 again. The next album I want to talk about is Offset's Father of 4. Now, Offset obviously 1/3 Amigos. We already heard Quavo's. We already heard Takeoff's. I thought Takeoff had a better album than Quavo's, and coming to this one, Offset was a better rapper than in all of the Amigos. A lot of people say Takeoff, and I can hear Takeoff, but Offset has always been my favorite. I feel like Offset has always been like the one that had to show and prove himself all the time, because he's done jail, and like every time he gets out, he used to be a hothead. Now he's calmed down. He's had this relationship with K.R.I.T and all that other stuff, and you get that a lot in this album. There's not a lot of him talk about money, cars, and like flashy shit. He does talk about fame. He does talk about his situation with K.R.I.T, even though he still hasn't taken the blame for it. Really, he's really blaming the media and everybody else for like fucking up his relationship, but that's another fucking story. There's a lot of great tracks in here. How Did I Get Here with J. Cole is the best track on here. Lick is really good. Clout with Cardi B, that is also a great one. Cardi B sounds great on there. Every time, and I've said this all the time, every time I hear Cardi B, she's getting better with her cadence, she's getting better with her flow, she's getting better with her bars. So Cardi B is really serious about her shit. Also, shout out to Cardi B winning a Grammy. I'm proud of you. Overall, this is a great album. This proves to me that Offset is the better rapper. Offset can make songs. He doesn't sound repetitive. and he hopefully Culture 3 comes out now that each and every one of them has had their chance in this solo light. Let's all put them back together in the Migos group that we know and love, and hopefully that Culture 3, if that's the next name of the album, that Culture 3 is a great album too. But with that being said, I'm giving it a 7.5 out of 10. Now, the moment we all been waiting for, Solange. What the fuck? I think this is a troll album. I couldn't, maybe I'm not getting it. Maybe I tried. I really did. The first song, Things I Imagine, and it's just like it kept going. It kept going. And with this, I've had an epiphany, or a theory about it, that A Seat at the Table was so good that it was really good that I don't think even she was thinking that it was gonna blow up like that. I believe that when Solange put out A Seat at the Table, her neo soul fans and her core fans was going to like it. I don't think Solange knew that her album was gonna be loved by everybody, get nominated, and maybe win a Grammy. I think she won a Grammy and all the other stuff, that she could tour off this album for like a couple years, and then like when people like want their new one. I still listen to A Seat at the Table to this day. Borderlines is one of my favorite songs. A Note to Self-Care. That's a great song. It has the Aaliyah vibe. I'm hyped about A Seat at the Table, which made me hyped about this album, and I felt let down. I'm not gonna lie, there's some good ones on here. Way to Show, Down with the Click, My Skin, My Logo. There are some good songs on here, but there's a lot of filler. And it's 19 tracks, and some of them are just a minute. It reminds me of Kendrick Lamar's Untitled Unmastered, except Kendrick did it better. This is why I kind of look at it as a troll album. Some of these songs doesn't sound complete. It doesn't sound done. It just sounds like she just did this and just said, fuck it, let's go to the next one. The reason why I'm comparing this to Untitled Unmastered is that if anybody knows about Untitled Unmastered, Kendrick had these songs. They were great, but they didn't fit on this album. So Top Dog and them put these songs out on an album of its own, and what do you know? That's probably one of his top 3 albums, in my opinion. Untitled Unmastered is so great on its own. These songs are technically not done. They don't even have names on them. They're just like, you could say they're thesis statements for rap songs. But they're so good, they're mixed well, and like you even hear some experimentations out of it. I feel like that was a concept album in itself, and I felt like that album was so good that it was better than a lot of people's albums that they tried to put on when Untitled Unmastered came out that year. So with that being said, I feel like this is on the lines of Untitled Unmastered, but done poorly. 19 tracks, I blew by it really quick because half of these are like a minute, 30 seconds, some a 30-second, some are less than 2 minutes, some are less than a minute and a half. So you like blow by these, and it's just, maybe I don't get it. And I'm telling this right now, I'm going to listen to this a bit more because I don't want to give up on this album. It's so much that I'm not even going to give this a rating. It's going to get a troll out of 10 to me because I don't feel like this album was done, or I don't even feel like she was really trying to put this album out. I just feel like she was never going to top A Seat at the Table, but people was wondering, and then she just said, here. So with that being said, I'm giving this a troll out of 10. And that's all the albums I'm reviewing today. The next album I'm probably going to review is Smith & Wesson because everybody's been talking about that album. And like I said, I like my old school hip hop and I like that boom bap shit. Smith & Wesson is a dope group. That's probably the next video review I'm gonna do. Hopefully I'm back on my review shit, but still look for the You Know What, Let Me Just Say podcast. Still look for me to get my opinions on other stuff. But until then, my name is Oscino Fly, and I'm out. Peace.
Fuck a girl, fuck a woman, fuck a freaking, fuck a bitch. Fuck a bitch, 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 fuck a fuck a bitch, motherfucker bitch. Fuck the girl, fuck a woman, fuck the girl, fuck a woman, fuck the girl, fuck a
Aha!